So, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Mekakodash. We say that we must apostles and elders, agreements, and reward of teachers who are apostles in the truth. And we say salutations, solely Akim, also the pushing the word in all truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and we're constantly in season and season. We say Shalom. And once again, going into our video here, and it's basically touching upon this news that was recently released about a bill that's been passed in Canada, right? And just like many, I did a video recently talking about the bill that was passed in America, right? That where you can't touch upon you can't talk about certain things from the scriptures, especially going into these gutter rats, right? And talking about them, mentioning them, certain scriptures from the Bible, has also been flagged for like being so-called anti-Semitic, right? And you wouldn't be able to talk about it, mention it, and so on. And we know with that bill being passed, like even if you go into the bill, you would see it, like some people was, you read the bill, and some people was explaining that this even goes for like preaching, like out on the streets, you're preaching and doing these things, right? And we have seen many other stuff that's been passed here, just like this particular bill right here. So going into the article, right, before it say the Trudeau, right, the Trudeau, I hope I pronounced it correct, right, regime has introduced an Orwellian new law called the Online Harms Bill C-63, which will give police the power to retroactively search the internet for hate speech, violations, and arrest offenders, even if the offense occurred before the law existed. The new bill is aimed at safeguarding the masses from so-called hate speech. And we know when it comes to this word, they consider it hate speech, right? That is something I was even mentioning in the previous video, where the things that we speak, right, in this world today, it is considered hate speech, even though we are speaking from the word. You understand? Even though we speak in the word. You understand? No, it's being considered hate speech because, again, the things that they are doing in this world, it's against the Lord. You understand? It's against the Lord, right? The thing that's being done, the thing that's being said, the things that you're seeing happening is against the Lord. So obviously, if you being a prophet, come on to speak, right? You'll be speaking against them, and it will be considered what? Hate, right? They will deem it as hate speech. It's a Revolver.news reports the real shocker is the bill is the alarming retroactive aspect. Essentially, whatever you've said in the past can now be weaponized against you. By today's draconian standards, historian Dr. Muriel Blaive, right, has weighed in on this draconian law, labeling it outright mad. She points out how literally spits in the face of all Western legal traditions, right, especially the one about only being punished if you infringe on a law that was valid at the time of committing a crime. So as you can see, they literally pass when they pass the bill, deem the things that are being said to be hate speech, right, and things that they have said before the bill could even put you in trouble. And we know when it comes to the word, as I said before, they deem it as hate speech. We have videos, we have countless of videos, hundreds, thousands of videos uploaded, right? So they want to use that against us and so forth. And we don't know, according to the scriptures, these are the kind of things that will come unto us. Let me bring a scripture here. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10, right? It says, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer, right? Because we know we're going to suffer in this place. We know we are going to be crucified. We are going to be we're going to be put to trials, to tribulations. We're going to face these things, right? Especially with the bills, with the laws that they are passing, right? So it says, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So so we know this devil. We know they're going to throw some of us in prison. We know some of us will be there, right? And they're making it by passing the laws, the limiting hate speech. As I said, with videos, look it right here. They said what it said violations and arrest offenders, even if the offense occurred before the law existed. So even before the law exists, that if you said things, have things, that deem hate speech, he could be what? Thrown into prison. But we already know through the scriptures, these are the kind of things that we would face. And we're coming into that time of that tribulation that we will be facing from this world. Right? Say that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. It said, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And no matter what it is we are going to face, no matter what it is we are going to be put through, right? We are to be faithful unto death. So if we live for the Lord, and if we die for the Lord. Because we don't know these are the kind of things that we would face. Because we're not with them, we are against them. Right? We are against them. And you have seen the things that when you read the scriptures, and in the scriptures you have seen and you have heard, you have read the things that the prophets have been through when facing these same kind of adversities. Right? You know, read the accounts of the apostles, read the deaths of the apostles and so on. We basically will be going through the same thing. And we coming into that time. That this is going to be what? The second bill passing a week. Right? America passed one, or Canada go and pass one. Now I want to come back here. So this person marked part 3 of bill. So they say readers added context, right? They say part 3 of the bill C63, which is still at first reading stage. And it's not law yet, not yet law. It says adds to the Canadian Human Rights Act. A person communicates or causes to be communicated hate speech so long as the hate speech remains public and the person can remove or block access to it. So it literally is just basically confirming to what it is, right? It confirmed because so to the law, it's the law that they want to pass, the bill that they want to pass is true, right? So as the scripture says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, right, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And again, we have to be faithful unto death. Because you see, it say Canada to imprison anyone who has ever posted hate speech online. And again, we have thousands of videos, you know, especially the elders and the brothers in Canada, right, who are outside there right now, you know, seeing these things. You don't know what going through their mind, right? But we have to be faithful unto death. Just like the apostles and elders in America, the same thing, because a bill was passed recently about that. And it's basically the same thing, right? And many other bills have been passed about preaching on the streets, about hate speech, about talking, bringing out certain scriptures and these things, right? Eventually you wouldn't be able to even mention the Bible no more. You wouldn't be able to mention the Bible no more. Now, so this was put up a day ago, right? Now I want to show you all something. This was in the 27th of February this year, right? This year. It said the Liberal Party of Canada has proposed a bill that would increase the maximum penalty for online hate speech to life in prison. Critics of the Online Harm Act are slamming it as an attack on free speech, right? So you can see this was the 27th of February, which was the beginning of the year. This was even being talked about. No, it's in full act. It's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. This is sure that some people don't believe, you know, they don't. Nah, they would never do these things. You know, Jake is, you know, them Jake and them simple-minded, you know. Nah, these things they will never do that. The government could do that when they literally putting it into play. Right? I'm going to go to the next scripture here. This is the book of John, chapter 15. I'm going to go to verse 20, right? I'm going to read from verse 18. It's John chapter 15, verse 18. It says, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Because again, that just way it is. They hate the Lord, right? They hate the Lord. So obviously they would hate them that for the Lord. And you had to get that to your mind. It says, if ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Right? It says verse 20, it says, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. So the scripture say, remember the word that I said unto you, right? And this written in red letter, right? So you don't know is Yahweh Shai speaking. So he say, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you, and that is what we would face. Because I ain't even need to say it, because this once in the Bible, they know they persecuted the Lord. You know the things they have done unto the Lord. You know, straight down unto his death. Right? So obviously, as the Lord saying, if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. And they will find ways to do that by passing these bills, passing these laws, to deem the things that they're saying to be called what? Hate speech, like be deemed things like things off, right? A particular scripture that come to my mind. You know what? Let me go back into the John. Alright, so you say, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they are persecuting me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Right? So that is just what it is. If they're against you, they're against you, and if they're for you, if they're with you, they're with you. You know, not in between. Right? But we know we know we would go through persecution here. That's why the scriptures say to be faithful unto death, to endure. That's why the scriptures say to be a good soldier. You understand? Scriptures talk about the trying of your faith, because again, just imagine you're being thrown in jail for speaking this word. You know that you're trying your faith because you could be in where? You could be in a prison. Right? It say, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. Right? Right? So yeah, by the end of the day, same way they persecute the Lord, they will also come to persecute us. Right? And we will be facing these things. All these bills, all these things is directly aimed for us, directly aimed for the men of the Lord. That's why we continue to say it's not a game. You know, when you see some of these people coming online, you know, they come on board making joke. Some of these people doing videos thinking it's a game. You know, they want to do Hebrew military and all this sort of bullshit that they into. It's not a game. It's nothing to play with. But we know these are the things that we would face, because all the things that are written in the scriptures must happen. It must take it. No matter what it is, it must happen. Right? It must happen. Second Timothy. Let me go to 2 Timothy chapter 3, and I will read from verse. I'm gonna read from verse. I'm gonna read from verse 10. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 10. It says, but thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long suffering, charity, patience, persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch, at Iconium, at Lystra. What persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord delivered me. And that is where you believe for the come, that the Lord is going to deliver us, and right then the Lord is coming to redeem us. Right? But at the end of the day, we would be going through things. We would be facing afflictions. We would be facing persecutions. You know, some of us, the scriptures talk about, some of us will be beheaded. You know, but we have to stand firm, right? Because this is the kind of things that we will be facing. You know, bills talking about hate speech. If it was uploaded even before, you'd be thrown in jail, right? It say, verse 12. It say, yea, and all that will live godly in Yahushua Mashiach shall suffer persecution. So all that live godly in the in Yahushai shall suffer persecution, and that is what we would face. That is what we would face. You would suffer persecution. So this is something that's coming our way, right? Something come, especially for the apostles, the elders, and Akim that be in those in that mainland, right? Especially in America, right? So at the end of the day, but we know we coming down to the end. The end is being made manifest. We seeing it. We seeing the things happening. We seeing the prophecies playing out, right? And most likely this is a part 1. I do not part 2 to this. So with that we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. We say that when some person and elders agree, when some word the teachers are person the truth. I will say salutations so the ark, when some pushing the word of truth and sincerity day in and day out, constantly in season and season, we say Shalom.